Greetings from Ghana. I'm Dr. Hanna Atiase. If this is your first time on this channel, please make sure you subscribe and try to like and share it as well. All right, so today I'm going to talk briefly about the Rent to Own initiative. It's a wonderful program, and this really enables a lot of people right here in Ghana to be able to climb the property ladder. There is a housing deficit of approximately 2 million units, so the demand for housing is very high. So let's get right into it, and let me go through the Rent to Own initiative. All right, so first of all, the big question is, how much do I have to put down? So the initial deposit for this program is anywhere from 6.5% to 10%. Okay, so for example, the property prices are typically anywhere from 397,000 Ghana cedis to 700,000 Ghana cedis. If you are looking at a 2-bed, it's going to be at the lower end of 397,700 Ghana cedis. So 397,700 Ghana cedis is the minimum starting point for this affordable housing program. So the 3 beds will be more in the 700,000 Ghana cedi range. The properties are primarily located in the Tema area, Tema Community 25, 26, 22, etc. So monthly payments are over 15 to 20 years. However, it is essential that your retirement age does not exceed the number of years of the payment spread. So for example, if you are 55, the payment spread cannot be 10 years because the retirement age is typically age 60, okay? So the good news about this is that the down payment is significantly lower than what the typical down payment is in the market. Typically, if you're going to get a mortgage, the down payment would be about 20%. So in this case, you're going to put anywhere from 6.5 to 10% of the determined value of the property, okay? And then your monthly payments are typically spread anywhere from 15 to 20 years. The good news is, after you've made your initial deposit, you get to move in. You get to move into the home. This is wonderful. And then, however, please bear in mind that because it's a rent-to-own program, the full ownership actually takes place after the completion of the final payment, okay? While you are participating in this rent-to-own program, you also have to ensure that you have life insurance and property insurance on the property, okay? So make sure your life insurance and property insurance are active and you're paying it on an annual basis. So this program is for salaried workers. This is for employed individuals, okay? If you're an entrepreneur, you're a business person, this program, unfortunately, is not for you. It is for someone who's a salaried worker that's receiving a stable income, or a fixed income, I should say, okay? And as I mentioned, the available properties are in Tema Community 22, Shy Hills, and Tema Community 26. These are 2-bedroom apartments, and remember, the prices range from 397,000 Ghana cedis to 397,700 Ghana cedis for the 2 beds. They are also semi-detached bungalows, and they are in Tema Community 25, semi-detached bungalows, okay? Now, in order to proceed with this particular program, you want to make sure you share your budget with us, your preferred location, your payment option, and the timeline in which you want to move forward with this rent-to-own program. All right, and then please note that only qualified buyers will be scheduled for viewings. We will also provide you with the payment schedule, so you can see when you make the payment, you can actually see the payment spread over the 10, 15, 20 years All right. The good news is that the amount of monies that you are paying towards rent will actually be going towards the equity in the home. That is the difference. As opposed to being a tenant paying a landlord, you are allowing your rent payments to go towards the landlord's equity. In this case, partial amount of the rent payment will go towards paying the rent, and then the other will go towards your equity in the property. Also, you are at liberty to pay off the property at any time. So let's say for the first 5 years you're working at a particular job and you're making, your monthly payments, and then all of a sudden maybe you get a different job, you get a tremendous job increase or a bonus or an incentive for, whatever that contract is, and you're able to pay a lump sum on your existing rent to pay scheme. It is allowed. You are able to pay it off before the scheduled payment completion time frame. That's good news. All right. So once again, if you are interested in this rent to own program, I would encourage you to contact Ewell's Realty and Consultancy. All the information will be in the description box, our email, our website, our phone number. Again, once you contact a representative at Ewell's Realty and Consultancy, we will go through the entire rent to own program with you, ask you all the necessary questions, and then you can go out and view the properties. Again, there are 2 bedrooms, 3 bedrooms, apartments, and bungalows as well. Bungalows are simply villa style or ranch style properties here in Ghana. This is an incredible opportunity for you to be part of the property ladder. If you felt that the cost of properties were too expensive, or maybe you were feeling hopeless that, I cannot be a part of the property ladder, this is your opportunity. It is an unconventional pathway to home ownership. Nevertheless, the end goal is the same, which is home ownership. So I encourage you to reach out and, build generational wealth through real estate, one house at a time. And after completion of the property, you can ensure that you meet with a legal entity. You could put it in a trust, you can put it in your will, and that is how you pass on generational wealth through real estate. You pass it on to your children, and they pass it on to the children's children. So a lot of people like to put the properties in the trust, so it passes on from generation to generation. So that's an option as well. We do have trusts, we do have wills in Ghana. So it's not just about wealth creation through real estate, it's also about asset protection as well. So we do have legal entities, lawyers that could assist you in protecting your asset as well. If you have any additional questions, please feel free to reach out to us. As I mentioned earlier, all the information is in the description box. All right, thank you so much for tuning in to the rent to own option, and I'll be back same time next week. That's Saturday, 3 p.m. GMT, and I will be talking about affordable housing, how you can purchase affordable housing. This program is strictly for Ghanaian citizens and first-time home buyers. It is not for investors. Property prices start from approximately 550,000 Ghana cedis, all the way up to 700 to 710,000 Ghana cedis. And again, they are 2 and 3 beds. And this is for affordable housing purchases for first-time home buyers. We have a lot of great initiatives coming up. And so make sure you subscribe, tune in every Saturday, 3 p.m. GMT, where I'm going to dive deep into the housing market right here in Ghana. Thank you and have a fantastic day.